What's up, Richie? How you doing?
I don't know. All right. Nothing great.
Just another day of being a rock star. It just gets monotonous, doesn't it?
You're going, I'm getting to that point where I'm just trying to shut this off so it don't ring. I don't know how to do it. Anyway, it's getting to that point in my life, going to be 69 years old. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
You're a spring chicken. Come on.
You're
yeah,
still
well, that's what I tell
young.
people, but, you know, I don't
So,
know.
so for everybody that knows the Ramones, obviously, I mean, start the punk rock and all that. We'll just take it for the back end. What are you doing now? Are you touring that much now? Just writing new music?
First of all, there's a helicopter flying. I don't know if you hear that, but hopefully you don't hear it flying
It,
over.
it's not us. We're not stalking you.
No, my last live show was in Mexico City, December, like the middle of December of 2023. So
Oh, wow.
425. So 2 years ago in a month. And then my drummer died on Christmas of that year. So that put me back a while. And so I haven't really done live show. I've done a bunch of acting. I've gotten into acting, over COVID. And so I've done a bunch of movies. And so that's kind of like my love right now. And
So what
yeah, I mean,
movies were
writing
you?
music, you always do some music and stuff, but
So what movies were you in?
well, a lot of fan films like Friday the 13th fan film I was in, a bunch of horror movies. RichRamone.com. I don't know. I guess you didn't check out my shit, but that has all the movies and everything I'm doing now. RichRamone.com.
Now, are you still wanting to stay in front of the camera, or do you have any interest in
No, I
directing?
don't want to be behind the camera. I don't know nothing about it.
Look at this face. This is a face to be in front of the camera.
I
Come on.
don't know I don't know anything that technical stuff. I don't know anything about that kind of video and all that stuff, you know.
So how was it? Because the Ramones have been around since what 1974. Started punk rock, and how did you get involved with the Ramones?
Um, the There was a big house in Brooklyn that the Shirts rented. The Shirts were a local band in New York City, Annie Golden. I don't know if you remember them. And it was like a clubhouse. Some people would sleep there. They had a recording studio there, and people would hang out there every day. And one of the roadies from the Ramones came one day, and we were hanging out, and they said, "Oh, the Ramones are looking for drummers." And that's how it started. I said, "Put my name in the hat," and then I went to the audition and got the gig, just like that.
So how did that change your life? Must have went from
Totally. I mean, come on.
0 to 100 in a
It
second.
gave me everything that I have today. I became Richie Ramone, and that's like a badge of honor. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a big, big thing you know, to have, and it's given me the opportunity to do movies, and it's given me the opportunity to do autograph shows, and to tour. It puts you like a little above everyone else. You know what I'm saying?
So,
So
when you were at the height of your career with the Ramones, what part did you enjoy the most? Was it the touring? Was it the groupies? Was
touring,
it
I
both?
touring I liked a lot. Touring was great. I liked recording, but we didn't we'd record. I'd record those records in a day and a half. So
Oh, wow.
I wasn't in the studio much with them. So it was. Yeah, the touring was a lot of fun. Come on, it was like, especially being like 25 years old. I was a lot younger than them, and it was wild because you work your whole life. To finally be in a national act where you don't have to work a day job.
What
So
was the biggest concert that you can remember that you was at?
over in Europe, we were really big in Europe and South America and stuff like that. But some of the festivals, there was a festival with like 250,000 in like Belgium and stuff like that. As far as you could see, you'd see people. That was really cool.
Do you remember
So
the smallest
I'd say that
concert
was
that
one
you
of the best
performed at?
ones. Smallest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was never small. You know, The Ramones knew exactly what to do. If we were in a small city, we play a small club, but it would always sell out. They knew exactly what size venue to get. So the excitement was always there. Whether it was 700 people or 7,000 people, they knew, like LA, there'd be 5,000 people. If you went to a little town, it could be, 1,000 people, but it was always filled. So that's what was cool. You know,
So, like I know when he was with the Ramones for what, 4 years, 5 years, and
but I'm
what
having
was it?
trouble hearing you now. Are you,
He was with the Ramones for about what, 4 or 5 years?
me?
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 years and 9 months.
So, what was the point where you said, "Hey, I got to go off on my own"?
There was no point when I had to leave the band because there was a discrepancy, over, merchandise and all that stuff. I really don't want to talk about all this stuff again. I've talked about this shit for 20 years and it's all in my autobiography. It doesn't make sense for me to really talk about, why I
That's what I was going
quit
to
all
ask.
that
You
stuff.
actually have a book out there. What is the easiest way for someone to get the autobiography that you wrote?
Anyway, it's everywhere. You can go to Amazon and get it. And now the cool thing about it, it was even up for a Grammy, but
Holy
it
cow!
didn't win. I did the audio book and I read it in my voice. So that was kind of cool.
Wow, that's really cool.
Uh, so there's the audio book, then there's the Kindle, and then there's the actual hardcover book, it's a really nice book. It's bound properly and stitched. So that came out like 6, 7 years ago.
So, when you're not doing all this stuff, what does Richie Ramone do just for relaxation and
So
enjoyment?
I play golf.
Oh, really?
You know,
Are
I'm an
you
8 handicap, so I really enjoy golf. That
okay?
gets me outside. Outside.
Now, are you living in New Jersey still right now?
Los Angeles,
Oh, okay. I was going to say,
LA.
because, yeah, you're not playing much golf if you're up there in the New York
Right
area.
here, year long.
Now, have you ever been here to Arkansas?
Sure.
So there's some
I'm
nice
sure I
courses out
played
here.
there. Sure, I played there in my band. You know.
Well, when you come back through, I'll tuck you out for 18 holes.
Oh, okay, cool.
I mean, you're paying for it, of course, but well, so
So, what
what
is this show? What is your guys' show? You never told me about it.
Well, we do basically. We have an internet show, and we do about 80 to 100,000 a day views, and we do interviews with different bands like the Commodores, and things like
Hmm.
that. And it's kind of a way for us to put back into a little bit of history. That's why I look at it.
Oh, okay.
yeah, it's called the Arkansas Showcase. So we spotlight anything that unique that has to do with Arkansas. Anybody that's played here, possibly coming
Oh,
through here
okay.
in the future. So it's a lot of fun. You get to meet a lot of cool people
Okay.
like yourself. So yeah,
Are you in Little Rock? Where are you guys at?
yeah, basically, yeah, just North Little
Okay.
Rock, basically. Yeah, right outside Central Arkansas.
Hmm.
So
Right.
come on down, man. We'd love to have you. Do you have any plans on doing any kind of tours for anything, either the
I want to
book
do
or?
again. I want to do again, but the touring thing everything's kind of weird now, and the whole climate of everything is strange, and I don't want to get into that, but touring has become very tough. It's become more expensive. We're a DIY band. We do it ourselves. I don't go out there and have roadies and all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's tight. Ever since COVID, they want to pay you less money. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to more, things are more money. So it's kind of hard to make it on the tour right now. Comfortably, the way I like to do it.
Now we heard a little rumor going around. You can kind of confirm or deny this. Supposedly you're starting, kind of another band and starting to, put some albums together, but it's going to be of the gangster rap version. Is that correct?
No, that's a rumor.
Come on, man! I thought you'd have your gangster name and everything, man.
Well, Dee Dee gave me my gangster name. It was Broadway back in the day. They called me Broadway.
All right, that's not
But
bad. That's not a bad name.
That's not bad.
Yeah, I like that because we were doing rap, and Didi, towards the end of his career, he liked doing rap songs. So I was Broadway, and he was Didi King, and
So we got to ask you: are you watching the Super Bowl?
yeah.
Who's your team?
Well, it's two teams that nobody really cares about, you know.
Not
Uh,
anymore. Yeah. Now that Brady's gone.
so uh, I don't know. I'm trying to think who I want to vote for. I'm not sure because I like the young quarterback there, and I guess I'd root for East Coast. I'd go for the Patriots because I have a lot of friends in Boston,
Gotcha.
and I'd like to see that kid. If he could win a Super Bowl, that would be amazing. But I don't know. I think when they get to the Super Bowl, they could choke.
Any
So,
opinion on the halftime show for this year? Bad
uh,
Bunny.
no, I don't have opinion. I think it's all fine. It's all good and dandy. You know.
Well, Bad Bunny gave everybody 5 months to learn Spanish.
Oh man, is there anything that you want all the listeners and viewers to know? Anything that you want to direct them to for your book or movies or any
No,
music or anything like that?
richramone.com. I already said that. That's going to tell you everything what I'm doing now, and I will be back on tour again.
Cool.
But probably next year. I don't do much in the States anymore because there's no audience for this kind of music in the States. I'm in South America, Argentina, Brazil, Chile, Mexico. Those are big, big spots for me. That's where all my fans are, really.
You're just bragging now.
So that's why I go down there. You know.
Cool. Well, man,
But,
thanks for taking the time. Like I said, the Ramones, I grew up listening to them, so I appreciate, all the
oh,
memories
okay.
that those songs brought me. And I love the fact we were DJs at one time, and the
Hmm.
only thing is we couldn't play the Ramones songs because they were so short. It didn't give us time to take a break or anything.
Right.
But man, we appreciate the time, and if there's anything we can do, like I said, if you're coming through Arkansas, give us a shout. We can go
I
play,
will.
18 holes.
Okay, that sounds good, man.
Well,
Thanks a lot, guys.
okay, you take care, Mr. Man.
All right, bye.
See you, man. Good luck.